everyone, and welcome to OWF World Wide Wrasslin. I'm your host, Broadcast Bob Anderson. And please be sure to like and subscribe to the Retro Wrestling Network so you can see OWF World Wide Wrasslin every week, and you can check out all the other great stuff we're doing over there as well. Now, if you would, please welcome my co-host, Mr. Whitey Jenkins.
Hey, Bobby. What you got going on your noggin there? I seem to notice a bit of bandagery, if you will.
Well, we weren't going to get into this till later, but we may as well do it now. I'm sure that some folks actually watch that other federation's program. If not, they probably saw the clips on the internet. So you probably know by now that Chuck Tatum, also known as the Truck, showed up on the Federation of Wrestling Outlaws show and talked some trash about the OWF. What you don't know is last weekend I had put together a show, a charity show nonetheless, in my hometown up in the Northeast, Bob Anderson's New Year Bash. And Chuck Tatum was supposed to be in my main event, taking on the Bone Collector in a first-time ever match. Well, Chuck the Truck did show up. He showed up in no condition to perform, if you know what I'm saying. And he immediately came in and started asking where producer Smokey was. I told him he wasn't there. He didn't like that answer, and he headbutted me in the face. Left the building. I don't know where he went after that. I got to get stitches from the doctor that was at my own show. Fortunately, the show went on. We made a bunch of money for charity. No thanks to Chuck the Truck. Producer Smokey wanted to fire him that night. I said no. I declined pressing charges as well. And then Chuck Tatum went on the FWO show and said what he said. So Chuck the Truck no longer works here. That's the last I'm going to mention Chuck the Truck, unless you have something else to say, Whitey. But that's why I have.
I want to say something real quick, and then we're going to never mention this scumbag's name on this show again. But you know as well as I do, we plucked Chuck the Truck from obscurity. He was just some no-name wrestler piddling around on them Mississippi indie shows, and we put him on OWF World Wide Wrasslin and on Sunday night's main event, and we made him a star. The only reason that anybody would buy a ticket to see Chuck the Truck Tatum, the only reason that the Federation of Wrestling Outlaws would offer him a big money contract is because we, me, you, Commissioner Smokey, gave him a spotlight on Worldwide Wrestling, and then that's how he repays us, by headbutting you, nearly ruining your show. That's a fundraiser, and then going on them low-life, nothing happening show, the Federation of Wrestling Outlaws, which is just a bunch of losers and jabronis on that show. Can't none of them wrestle, and nobody wants to see them. And to say, I won't repeat the things that he said about not only me, but you, but Smokey, the Bone Collector, several of our top stars. He called some of the lady wrestlers words that I won't even say, and I'll say anything. And he said all that on their television show, and they're proud of it. They're replaying it. They got clips of it on TikTok. Oh, they're so proud of themselves. Well, I tell you what, boys, you reap what you sow. Just it'll come back around on you. And that's the last. Chuck the Truck, you piece of crap. That's the last time you'll ever get mentioned on OWF. Was right now. You go straight to hell. Well, you already have. You're at the Federation of Wrestling Outlaws.
I may have 8 stitches in my head, and they can have all of our sloppy seconds they want. You keep Chuck, you keep Too Tough Tammy, whatever. Because I have an announcement to make right now. While they can have their little cable access show, on January the 27th, the OWF is going to present our first mediocre live event, the Rural Rumble. We're going to be nationwide at least, maybe worldwide, I don't know. So while you have fun wrestling whoever in front of 8 people at the flea market, we'll be doing that. So enjoy yourself, Chuck.
And I understand we got some big announcements concerning that coming up later up in this program. So y'all stay tuned. You're going to hear a little bit about who's going to be competing at the Rural Rumble, if you will.
Exactly. But for now, let's forget about all that. Let's get to today's show. We got 3 big ones online for you. We're going to start the show down there in Paducah, Kentucky. The Bluegrass Wrestling Federation. They're going to show us an 8-man over the top rope battle royal. It's going to include the man who did come through for me, the Bone Collector. We're going to see LT Hopper, Mark Quackenbush, Carnage, Dewey Spicoli, and a few other guys. 8 men over the top rope. The winner will receive a shot at that Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship. Should be a good one, Whitey Jenkins.
Well, what it's going to be, basically, it's going to be a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of something to whet your appetite for that Royal Rumble, a little battle royal action for you. It's not going to be as many superstars as you're going to see at the Rumble, but you're going to see 8 of them, and one of them being the Bone Collector himself, and everybody knows that's the baddest dude in the OWF. He's the reason people are leaving left and right, because they don't want to face him in that ring, and I wouldn't want to neither.
You got that right. Then from there, we're going to put the Worldwide back in World Wide Wrestling. We're heading to Helsinki, Finland for Pro Wrestling Finland, where we're going to see a poor unfortunate soul named Joe Burr as he's taking on the man, well, the manager, Dr. Roidenstein, is presenting his monster, known simply as Roidenstein. And Whitey Jenkins, this guy has to be seen to be believed.
Hey, the word monster is something that's thrown around in wrestling way too much. Everybody's a monster. People, I'm not going to sit here and waste a bunch of time talking about it. You just got to see Roidenstein, but he is the definition of a monster, and I don't know if there's going to be anybody in the OWF who can even stand up to him, much less beat him. I don't know if beating him is ever even an option. But just standing up to him and not going out on a stretcher, it's going to be hard to find somebody.
You got that right. And then in our main event, it's the rematch that everyone's been asking for. Not to mention the man himself's been asking for. We're going back to Next Level Wrestling up in Hackensack, New Jersey, as Rock and Roll Danny Diamond gets the thing he's asked for. He said he wanted that rematch. He said the first time was a fluke. He wants Mad Dog Harley again, and all you fans agreed. You wanted to see it run back, so we're doing it again. Rock and Roll Danny Diamond, Mad Dog Harley, one more time.
Let me tell you something. Wrestling has been built on blood feuds in the past. Flair versus Funk. Magnum TA against Tully Blanchard. And now in that long list of great blood feuds, now you're going to have Danny Diamond, Rock and Roll Danny Diamond, no less, against Mad Dog Harley. This is the OWF's version of those famous feuds, and this is going to be one of the ones that helps to continue to put us on the map and make us bigger and better than all those other so-called wrestling promotions out there.
It should be quite the match. Like I said, we got 3 good ones on tap. We already wasted time talking about old what's-his-name, so let's not waste any more time. Let's head down to that ring. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the Bluegrass Wrestling Federation and their 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal.
Always like battle royals, Bob. You know, there's a lot of action going on. You don't know who's going to end up fighting who.
Oh, looks like we've already got 2 eliminations. That would be Jack and Jake Harris, the Harris brothers, former tag team partners, now feuding with each other, and they're already out of this thing. All right, we got a lot of guys in there.
The Bone Crusher, or the man there, the Bone Collector's got old Mark Quackenbush in a lot of trouble.
Yes, he does. It won't be long for Mark, I don't think. We got a lot of guys in there tonight. We got LT Hopper, we got Carnage, we got Dewey Spicoli. A lot of big names in there this evening, but you got to think, LT Hopper, you look at the size of him, he's got to be a favorite, even though he's almost out over there now.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been my pick, but oh boy, they just had him up in a lot of trouble there. And of course, Dewey Spicoli is a favorite, of the fans, the smart fans, at least, as they call them. So you never know.
Not much Steve Gilbert over here in the corner, kind of hanging out. Nobody paying attention to him. That's a good strategy. Oh, no, Quackenbush got him.
Oh, old Quack Daddy, as they call him in the dressing room.
Oh, well, he's still in there. Bone Collector just walking around, hitting everybody he can. He doesn't care.
Little Carnage, he's rocking his vest during the match.
Yeah, the mask vest look is something else, but... Oh, and that'll do it for Quackenbush. He's out of there.
Carnage told me before this thing, he said, just because the bell rings don't mean you don't still need to look cool. So he's going with it.
That is a true statement, Whitey Jenkins. All right, we're down to 5 in this prestigious 8-man battle royal. Oh, Dewey Spicoli firing off on the Bone Collector.
It'll take a lot more than that to stop the Bone Collector. Oh, look at that shot.
Whew. Spicoli fired 5 or 6 at him, and he walked it off in just one big punch, and Spicoli is on the ropes. Oh, Gilbert.
Oh, there goes Gilbert.
That is the end of him. We are down to 4. It's Carnage, Hopper, Spicoli, and the Bone Collector.
One thing about these OWF battle royals, they thin out pretty quick. Whoa, my gosh, there goes Carnage.
Big bump out to the floor. All right, we're down to the 3 biggest men in this match. Bone Collector's calling for a little help with Spicoli.
And double teaming Spicoli. I think this is a bad move by LT Hopper. Him and Spicoli should have ganged up on the Bone Collector.
That is absolutely true. All right, we're down to the 2 biggest men in the match. One of them going to take this thing home. This is probably going to make whoever wins this the number 1 contender to that Bluegrass Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, it would have to after you've cleared through the competition here. I mean, that was pretty much the whole Bluegrass roster in there at this point.
Yeah, a lot of good fights happened down there in Paducah. All right.
Oh, yeah, there's been quite a few well-known wrestlers come out there. Oh, no, not even the Bone Collector can do that.
I wouldn't think so. Hopper's too much man for him. Oh, he's just choking away.
Uh-oh. He gave the signal.
Fires him into the ropes. Boom, big clothesline. But he walks right through it.
No effect. Oh. Look at Hopper.
Bone
when is the last time you saw somebody not go down from a Bone Collector clothesline? Look at that.
I couldn't tell you. Uh-oh. Bone Collector's on the ropes. Here comes Hopper. Oh! And that's it. The
Used
Bone
his
Collector
momentum against him.
Bone Collector brings home the Battle Royal. I would definitely say, I mean, he's been on a roll here in the OWF, and that's another big win on that resume.
Very impressive, I must say. But, that's why he's the legend. That's why he's the phenom of the outlaw promotions, as they call him.
You are absolutely correct.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
If your rims ain't spinning and the women ain't digging cause they see how you living, need to go and see the tire lady. If you need a new alignment, ain't no tread on your tires and your wheels ain't shining, need to go and see the tire lady. Tire lady. What? Tire lady. Yeah, tire lady. Go and get them rims from the tire lady. Yeah, tire lady. Tire lady. Look at how they spin. I need a few things to make my car look pretty, so I took me a trip right out past our city.
Tire lady. 622 Blue Horizon Drive, Morgantown. 304-598-3999.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Roidenstein. And there is his poor, unfortunate opponent, Joe Burr. And at ringside, wearing the long coat, you see Dr. Roidenstein, the man who created the Roidenstein monster.
He looks like the modern-day Ivan Drago right there. Look at that fella.
I don't even know that he knows how to wrestle. But
like I said, he needs to know how to wrestle.
Dr. Roidenstein brought him out of the ring and told him to destroy. And, well, I think we're about to see it. All right, Burr psyching himself up. He's going to try to do something here. And, oh, man, that didn't work out for him.
See, that's what I was talking about right there, Bob. I don't know that Roidenstein needs to know how to wrestle because he didn't move. And Joe Bear just did more damage to himself running into Roidenstein than anything Roidenstein could have did to him.
That's true. Uh-oh, the monster is moving. Oh, he's got him.
Oh, my gosh.
Referee Side Whiskers McGee may want to think about stopping this one.
Joe Bear didn't even get his jacket off.
I mean,
He's in a world of hurt.
Joe is usually a tag team wrestler teaming with his partner Jay Brony, but he's trying some singles competition here and he's getting the life choked out of him.
Well, he should have brought his partner Jay Brony because it had took both of them to try to take on Roidenstein. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't want to jump right into dream matches. I know Roidenstein just got here. Is this it? 3?
No, it is over.
But could you imagine if Roidenstein ever stood across the ring from the Bone Collector?
That is a dream match of dream matches. Oh, look at this. Dr. Roidenstein telling the ref not to touch him, but he is excited. His monster looks unstoppable.
Quite the suit he's got on under there, too.
Looks unstoppable.
Look at that poor guy.
Anyone there in Helsinki, Finland is in for a tough night if they come up against Roidenstein.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Joe Greed of Westway Ford will attempt to hypnotize every viewer. If you do not wish to participate, please turn off your set.
Look closely at these keys. Relax. You're getting drowsy. You will obey my command. You'll buy Westway's new 89 F-150 Super Cab for just $10,895. You will leave now for Westway.
Westway Ford. Westway.
Arts and service open till midnight, Monday through Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your OWF Rural Rumble Report. Today we're going to announce the big match on the card for the OWF Multicultural International X Division Middleweight Television title. We're going to see Wildside Sebastian Lee Roth put that championship on the line against the one, the only, the Bone Collector. It is sure to be quite the battle, and the title will be on the line, so tune in January 27th at 4 p.m. for the Rural Rumble. Dear Bob and Whitey, I was just wondering who your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time are. Mine are Randy Orton, The Miz, and L.A. Knight. Yeah! Hashtag WWE rules. Sincerely, Tristan in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm sure you're going to have a lot to say, so I'm going to go first. Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, and the Blue Cyclone.
I just wish. What was that? What was their name?
Tristan in Phoenix, Arizona.
I just wish Tristan would walk through that door right now so I could punch him in his stupid face. Randy Orton, I don't like him, but all right, I won't punch you in the face for Randy Orton. Miz is a decent heel, so I might would just backhand you for loving the Miz because he tries. The Miz tries. L.A. freaking Knight, I would punch you in your face multiple times. Yeah. So your top 3 makes no sense, Tristan, because that top 3 should be The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and L.A. Knight, because if you like L.A. Knight, you clearly must like Steve Austin and The Rock, because that's what he's doing. So if you don't love them, you don't love L.A. Knight. So there's your new top 3, Steve Austin, The Rock, and then L.A. Knight. And then you can stop. Don't watch OWF no more. And don't you write no more damn letters either. I don't want nobody that calls out their top 3 watching this show. My God. What kind of wrestling fan are you? Now I'm supposed to say what my top 3 are?
I will say, for once, I'm going to back him up. But yes, your top 3.
Yeah. Jerry the King Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk.
Not the Blue Cyclone?
I mean, he's not my favorite of all time. I love me some Blue Cyclone, don't get me wrong. But, towards the end, he had some stinkers, And once he kind of got that dementia or whatever it was he had going on, his promos would ramble on, it'd start out having a point. by the end of it, he's just kind of going on and on and on and on. He won't shut the hell up. And if there's one thing I don't respect, it's somebody that just rambles on and on and on and on and just won't shut the hell up. You know what I mean? You got to know the secret to a good promo is knowing when to end it and to just shut your mouth and let it lie. And then Blue Cyclone would just go on and on and on and on. And that's when I kind of stopped liking him, you know. I mean, I don't know if you can relate, but it sucks when people do that.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here it is, folks. The rematch the world has been waiting for. Rock and Roll Danny Diamond asked for another shot, and he has been granted another chance to defeat Mad Dog Harley. We'll see if he can do it. Oh.
Tell you what, this feud right now is setting the OWF on fire. It's the most heated battle, most hated. Oh, look at this. He's going right for it. Look how early in the match it is, and he's already locking in that leg lock, that unique leg lock of his.
The figure 3 is on, and Danny Diamond is in terrible pain. But yes, like you're saying, this is the hottest feud right now in the OWF. These two, I mean, that first match was a barn burner, as they say, and this may already be over. Uh-oh, he's turning it over.
Oh, it's been reversed. Everybody knows when you get him in that position, you're putting the pain on him.
All right, both men are injured and crawling around. A big elbow to the shin.
That was brutal. And it shows that maybe it was a mistake on Mad Dog Harley's part not to wear any kind of boots tonight. I mean, look at that. He's barefooted. He's Kevin Von Erich in this thing tonight.
I mean, he had those hiking boots on last time. He probably should have stuck with those. All right, another big lockup here.
Is it possible that the OWF commissioner told him those boots were not legal and they was tearing up the ring mat?
That could be the case. I mean, this pristine ring here, you don't want to screw that up. Uh-oh, what's he going to do?
Because, I mean, even the referee's wearing Crocs this time.
Yeah. Young Jessica is an up-and-coming ref here. We have high hopes for her. So we'll see how she handles this massive, feud here. Oh! A twisting backdrop move of sorts.
That was incredible. And then she's trying to count a pin, and he's just trying to put an arm bar on him. He's wanting to put in more punishment. That's how you know this is a brutal feud, Bob, because he could have went for the pin. That might have been the win. He just wanted to inflict more punishment on it by barring his arm right there.
That's true. In her defense, his shoulders were down, so she was right to count that pin.
No, she was right.
You said.
Diamond just wanted to punish him. He's like, no, I ain't ready to pin him.
Diamond bails to the outside.
I think that may prove to be a mistake, though, because if it's me, Bob, if I can pin the guy, I'm going to pin him. Now, I might whip his butt after the match and continue to inflict damage, but I'm going to get the pin when I can get it. Oh, just tearing across the ring. Look at that.
I don't think he got all of that kick, but he caught him.
Did that time.
That's going to drive all the air right out of him. What's he going to go? Oh, big leg drop. That's what finished him last time.
Feet of Mad Dog Harley. And look at this. Harley not going for the pin. It's a blood feud now, Bob. That's what's going on.
You were absolutely right. What's he going to? Headlock takeover.
Snap headlock takedown. Oh,
again, could have gone for the pin, but
she might want to. If he would have kept throwing punches like that, she might have wanted to stop this thing.
All right, he's in the ropes. She's going to need to break this up. Oh, she's counting him, telling him to let go. But Diamond, look at that. He is just holding on. All right, there. He finally did. She may have had to have called for the DQ there.
Diamond was like, what have I got till? I can't remember what Bryan Danielson used to say. Uh-oh,
Harley.
Avalanche.
I think that was more of a forearm shot mixed with an avalanche. Diamond is hurting. Oh, big chop.
How's he still on his feet?
Look at these chops. He's just filleting the skin right off his chest. Big.
Vintage Flair move right there. You don't want to fall on that wet spot in the ring, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely not. Who knows where that came from? Oh, they've locked back up. Oh, he fires in a couple of chops of his own, but I don't think they're having the effect that he wants them to. Oh, he fires him into the corner.
He's going for it. Oh, what a maneuver.
All right, he's got full control now.
Well,
no.
They were struggling for control, and Mad Dog came out on top. Going for the pin. He's hooking the leg this time. He means business.
Oh, but he kicked out there. This is shades of Van Damme and Jerry Lynn with the speed this is moving.
I know all these close calls and near falls happening here.
All right, Harley's just stalking him, waiting for him to get to his feet. Oh, no, he stomps him on the ankle. Oh, my.
Is he bringing back the old Garvin stomp here? Or what's he doing? Oh, he's wearing
that may be the
out.
case. I would say Diamonds may not be able to get to his feet after those.
He can barely stand. He's struggling. Right. He's a tough one.
Harley coming in for the kill. Oh, another big midsection kick. Hooking him up for... Oh, he's got him up. Bah! Big power slam.
Is he going to do his leg drop again? No. Diving headbutt, sort of.
Kind of a half splash.
3.
And it's over. My goodness. Well, that's 2 in a row for Mad Dog Harley. You got to think that's the end of this feud.
You would think, but I don't know, man. Rock and Roll Danny Diamond, he's relentless. He may still be he may still not have enough of old Mad Dog. But I don't know, he may. He's not moving. He's not getting up.
All right, folks, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week on OWF World Wide Wrasslin.